In a fiery face-off that shocked onlookers, Gervonta Davis slapped Lamont Roach, instantly escalating tensions between the two. Davis followed up the act with a chilling declaration, promising to break Roach in their upcoming bout. The intense energy between them was palpable, with neither fighter willing to step back. This explosive confrontation has only deepened the animosity and set the tone for what promises to be one of the most personal and ferocious clashes of the year. Gervonta Davis has entered this camp with renewed mental and physical focus, once again under the guidance of veteran trainer Calvin Ford. Unlike previous preparations that saw heavy involvement from the Washington, D.C. camp, this time the circle is tighter and far more secure. Strategy leaks and outside distractions, believed to have hindered Davis in the past, are no longer a threat. With information locked down and full energy channeled into fine-tuning every move, Davis is poised for a comeback that goes beyond redemption. This is a battle driven by precision, purpose, and pride.
He's 100% correct. Personally, I had Gervonta Davis up a round, because whenever you have rounds where nobody's doing anything, I'm not just going to do what most people do, and especially people that don't like Gervonta Davis, which is just give the round to the other guy because Gervonta Davis didn't manage to knock him out that round. Okay, so this is Gary Russell Jr. clearly saying, man, no, I don't think Lamont Roach won that fight. You also had Al Bernstein, and Al Bernstein, I'm telling you, is a very, very straight, fair guy who I don't know if he was on that call, but he used to work with Showtime. I don't know if he was on there. I don't recall if I heard him. I think it was Rolly Ronaldo that was calling it. But Al Bernstein, who was a very, very objective person, said, hey, look, no. Sorry to break it to you, but Gervonta Davis won that fight. Yeah, Lamont Roach put up a really good fight, but Lamont Roach was not dynamic. He did not do anything to really separate himself from Gervonta Davis. He just kept it equal. He just tried to keep it even the entire fight. And that's not enough, again, to take the belt from the champion. Now, I do want to say that the people that thought that Lamont Roach won, I don't have any problem with that. I really don't have a problem with it at all. I personally, again, had a point for Gervonta Davis, but I can see how those swing rounds really could go, depending on who's looking at it, really could go different ways, right?
The rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach has already proven its commercial might, with 150,000 pay-per-view sales log ahead of fight night. The massive numbers highlight just how invested fans are in the outcome and underscore the stakes involved. Their first bout was unpredictable and tension-filled, and supporters are eager to see whether Davis reclaims dominance or if Roach delivers another upset. This isn't just a rematch. It's a marquee event that cements both fighters as defining figures in the current boxing landscape.
Tank out here selling under 150,000 pay-per-views, you kidding me? Oh man, Face of Boxing, yeah, turn that shit off. Yeah, we shutting that shit down every single time. Does Shakur really want to fight Tank? I think Shakur could sell a bit more with somebody else, especially in Saudi. I feel like they can find him a dancing partner that'll do a little bit better than 150,000. Okay, I get it. This is why PBC delayed this fight for what, 5 months? Y'all ain't want to pay this motherfucker because y'all know he can't sell. I mean, this should have been evident. If you do the math, Tank has never been that great of a pay-per-view draw. He sold over 300K twice now in his career. He sold over 300K with Ryan Garcia. That's obvious. Ryan's the bigger star. And then he sold over 300 with Martin. He sold about 325. But when we put it in perspective, that Frank Martin fight was a comeback fight after a year layoff, so it was always going to sell. Every comeback fight's going to sell. It was one of the first pay-per-views on Amazon's new PBC deal, so they were really trying to push it. And then he had David Benavidez as the co-main event with Gary Russell and Alberto Puello under them. You take away all those factors that this wasn't a comeback fight. David Benavidez isn't the co-main event, and Amazon has now been in the game for over a year. It makes sense it only sold 150. I know there's going to be a couple of you guys in the comments, no, it sold 500K. Don't be so gullible. They didn't sell for 100K. I don't know if Tank's a top. Well, I know for a fact he's not a top 5 draw in the sport of boxing anymore. Well. He's not selling pay-per-views. Bivol better BF just triple him. Well, Jerry, their pay-per-views are cheaper. Don't matter. All that matters is who has more eyes watching him, and Bivol and Better BF do. Tank does not.
Instead of overhauling their approach, Davis's team has opted for strategic adjustments based on a deep analysis of the first fight. The review revealed key lapses, timing issues, and a dip in mid-round confidence that Roach capitalized on. In response, the camp has refined specific technical elements, such as attack angles and ring spacing. The goal isn't to transform Davis into someone new, but to sharpen the existing version. By eliminating hesitation and injecting calculated aggression, Davis emerges more precise and dangerous than before.
He got a good chin. Oh, he got a good chin. If you got a good chin, okay, let's go ahead. Let's touch this. The chin ain't the only thing that can get you out of there. There's other things you can do and then go back to the chin. I won't go into details, but I look at shit different from a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a fighter that listen, he's gonna be a hell of a fighter if he listens to what I tell him. You know, all fighters don't listen because some missions you put them on, you gotta walk through hell to get it done, and every fighter is not willing to walk through hell. You know what I mean? But the chin is not the only thing to get a fight out of it, and the body's not the only thing to get a fight out of there. It's other shit too, you know. Yeah. I believe in hurting them. You can hurt. You gotta hurt them to get it started, you know.
PD, thank you for the $2. People were surprised by Roach and Tank. What do you think the biggest surprise was in the fight?
It wasn't a surprise because we know Roach. It wasn't a surprise. Roach can fight. A lot of people think because a person is not popular, they don't exist. There's fighters out there that can rumble. They just got to get the opportunity, you know?
Controversy surrounds what many thought was a knockdown in the initial bout. New reports suggest it may have stemmed from external irritation, possibly linked to a grooming product that impaired Davis's vision. If accurate, this recontextualizes the moment, shifting the narrative from a sign of vulnerability to an unfortunate and preventable distraction. For supporters, it reaffirms Davis's resilience and ability, and for his team, it adds new urgency to eliminate even the smallest variables that could affect high-stakes performance.
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he gonna go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off. I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against like somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's gonna fold. You going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's going to get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much. You was overconfident. And you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like, I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont. This from the same camp. We from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up, because you got to think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that...
Former world champion Mikey Garcia has offered a balanced take on Davis's chances in the rematch. While recognizing Davis's natural ability and technical prowess, Garcia cautions that skill alone won't secure a win. He emphasized the importance of mental fortitude, blocking out noise from personal issues, public pressure, and media scrutiny. For Garcia, this rematch is not only a physical contest, but a mental crucible. Victory will go to the fighter whose discipline and focus remain unshakable from bell to bell.